Hey everyone, it's Amber from The Sensible Mama, and today I'm here to do a packing video all about the Peekaboo Satchel by 12Little. Now, 12Little sent me the entire Peekaboo line weeks ago, and my life has been chaos, and I have not had a chance to review these bags for you, so I'm very excited to do this today. Of all the bags from the Peekaboo line, the satchel was actually the one that I was the most excited about, just because I feel like it's the most unique one out of them all. The other one is a backpack, which there are a lot of diaper bag backpacks out there right now. The third one is a clutch, which is super cute, but there's also a lot of clutches out there right now. So I thought that the best thing to get my review out for right now is the satchel. And personally, this is the one that I'm just like excited about all around. I know what you might be thinking. That's really bold. But this is the kind of color that I am drawn to, so as soon as 12Little asked me to pick out what colors I wanted, I knew I wanted this in the satchel. I think it is so bold and bright and fun. Definitely a little bit seasonal looking, which I think is kind of cool, although I will be using this all throughout the year. So I've got this all packed up for the way that I would typically pack for my two children. I have an almost 4-year-old and an almost 2-year-old, and that is insane to say. And to me, the biggest benefit of this bag is if you are an overpacker, you can probably fit everything you need in here. It's a nice tote style bag. It opens up beautifully. It's just a packing dream. So even if you're not as drawn to the overall look of this, I know we all have our unique preferences about looks. I challenge you to continue watching, because I think when you see how well this packs up, you're gonna understand why I'm so excited about this bag and why I wanted this to be the first one that I show you. Before we dive in, I do want to quickly say that the entire Peekaboo line is available at thesensiblemama.com. I will leave links down in the description box. Always check the description box of my video, because there's always helpful information down there. I will not only link this bag, but I will also link all of the goodies that I'm showing you in here today, whether those are at thesensiblemama.com or can be found on Amazon or Target or anything like that. I will leave links so that you can get to those things. So with all that said, let's go ahead and get started. All right, I'm gonna start with the camera set up here so we can see the front of the bag and talk about all the different features, and then I will raise the camera up, since this is a tote style bag, and show you an up to down view instead. On the front of this bag are 2 bottle pockets. These are pretty roomy. As you can see, I've got a replay sippy cup sitting in there, and it goes in and out no problem, and that's even with the bag packed up really full on the inside. But the other thing that I think is nice is that when you don't have this bag, this bottle pocket filled up, it kind of lays nicely. It doesn't stay poofed out real bad, which to me is important. And again, you can see over here, I have something very skinny, and it still sits really, really streamlined. So what I have in here is my Limea clutch. This is from my new launch. If you guys are not in the Sensible Mama Chatterama, you may not even know at this point, but I am launching my own diaper bag line, and this is the wallet from that line. This is in the color On Point. What I love about this one is that it's got this beautiful pistachio lining. This is what I'm going to be using as my wallet. Of course, I don't have this packed up right now, but I wanted to show you quickly. We've got 2 sets of card slots in here for putting cards and whatnot. This is long enough to hold cash and checks and things like that. And then here on the back, there is a card slot holder with a snap here so that your ID does not slip out while you're on the go. And I like having that there. Of course, if I knew I was going to be leaving my bag somewhere where I didn't feel safe, or I didn't have this right underneath my arm, I might not like having this here. But when I'm like going about in the mall or something like that, and I know I'm going to be getting my wallet in and out quickly, I love to be able to just grab for it right there. Now, the claim to fame of the Peekaboo line is, of course, the Peekaboo pocket right here. They've left you this nice little pocket here on the front that looks very sophisticated. If you were using this not as a diaper bag, no one would ever know that you have wipes stored right here. So if you're like my husband and you like to keep wipes with you when you travel to a hotel or something like that, that's a nice little place for it. What's neat is that this bag does come with its own wipes case. It looks like this. I've got this packed with about 1/4 of a case of wipes in there. And what's pretty neat is that this is a dual pocket, so you can put your wipes case down in this front part, and then down here you can put other little quick grab things if you wish, but I don't have anything in there because I kind of prefer to leave this packed a little bit fuller and fit that in there with more wipes. And of course, the more stuff that you put into this back pocket here, the less space you have for your wipes. This is a magnet closure, and it does have a nice satisfying snap to it. You saw when the wipes weren't in there, it landed on the magnet perfectly. When you have the wipes in there and it's packed up really full, sometimes you do have to sort of navigate the magnet onto it, but not usually. Usually it goes right on there, which is awesome. As you can see, you don't have typical side bottle pockets. You do have the ones here on the front, and then as I'll show you inside, you have some internal pockets as well. Back here, you have this little slip pocket. To be honest with you, since this doesn't have a zipper back here for making this like being able to slide over handles and whatnot, I'm not really sure what this is gonna be very useful for, especially if you have the bag packed up really full. I can get my phone in there, which I think is nice. I've got an iPhone 11 Pro, I believe, and even with my OtterBox and my pop socket on it, that fits back there. So hands down, I do think this is a really, really awesome spot for putting your phone, especially if you're worried about someone nabbing it while you're out. This stays close up to your body, and therefore people can't grab for it, but you can get to it pretty easily. And of course, if you don't have such a huge case on your phone, it'll go in and out a little bit easier. But just to note, once the bag is packed up really full, there's not a whole lot that you can use this pocket for. As you can see, the bag does come with D-rings, so that does mean that it comes with a strap. You do get a padded seatbelt style strap that comes with the bag. I've not taken mine off yet just because I tend to prefer to grab it by the grab handles, but of course if you are going through an airport or you just have a lot of kids with you and you need to be hands-free, that strap is always very helpful. And in case you guys couldn't tell from the faraway shot, all of the hardware on this bag is silver. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into the inside of the bag. I am just gonna tip it over really quickly so you can see what it looks like from like the front, and then we'll raise you up. One thing that you might want to know is that it does have dual zippers here and here, which is really great. That means you can zip it even to the middle if you want to, or only unzip as far as you want to go. I'm just always a big fan of dual zippers, so I'm glad they have that. Here is a little peek at how everything is packed up on the inside. I just love this kind of bag where everything has its place. So let me go ahead and put the camera up and show you how I have this packed up. All right, so here is a peek down into the bag, and I'm sorry for this awkward angle. The bag is very tall, and my counters are also very tall, so having to get my camera adjusted was a little weird, but we're making the best of it. So here's how I have this packed up. One of the first things that I have in here is just a little leap pad for one of my kids to play with. I found that usually they don't both want theirs at the same time, so right now I just have the one in there. And sitting right next to that, I have the small piece from the Planet-Wise Trio set. This is in the Black Voyage color, which is just everything is solid black. And what I have in here is two Fat Brain Toys 3D puzzles. So these are actually really fun for my 3-year-old to play with. As you can see, the back side is like blueprints and the front side is a puzzle. So it's either a barn or a birdhouse or a doghouse, and you build these up vertically. So it actually creates a 3D, like standing up birdhouse or barn. So we actually just got these in stock at the Sensible Mama, and they sold out real fast. We keep restocking them. I will put the link for them down below, but if they are not showing as available right now, we always have a new truck of Fat Brain Toys coming. So if you don't see those on the site, we'll have them soon. Sitting right in front of that, I had the large piece from the Planet-Wise Trio, which again, I will link these down below. And this has got my Erin Condren planner in it. This is my favorite thing, hands down, about the Planet-Wise Trio, is that the large size fits my Erin Condren perfectly. I'm always a little bit reluctant to carry my Erin Condren out of the house because I don't want it to get ruined. I don't want water to spill in my bag and harm my planner, but when I have it in here, I just feel so much better about it being safe and clean. Sitting in front of that, I have an Itsy Ritsy packing cube in the size large. This is in the coffee and cream print, and this has just got changes of clothes for my kids. Sitting next to that, I have the Planet-Wise clutch. This is very comparable in size to the Jujube Be Quick, but is a little bit cheaper and so therefore more affordable. And in here, I've just got diapering stuff for my daughter, Abby. This weekend, we are starting potty training with her. I'm really excited about that. But in here, I've just got a bunch of diapers for her, as well as an Itsy Ritsy wipes case with some wipes in it, just because sometimes I like to be able to just grab my diapering needs and leave the rest of the bag either in the car or at the table if we're at a restaurant. So I like having wipes in there, even though I've also got them here. So here's how the rest of the bag is looking. Over here on the back side, we do have a Velcro pocket, which has the included change pad. And then over here in the front, we do have two slip pockets. In one of them, I have my medical kit. This I got on Amazon. It just came with like some hand sanitizer and alcohol wipes and band-aids and things like that. I love having that with me because it's just everything I need. Then in this other slip pocket, guys, you could fit a whole lot more in here. It's just I am not an extreme overpacker these days, so I don't actually carry a whole lot of stuff with me. But in here I have a Limea brand coin purse, and this has just got my charger in it for charging my phone. Then over here in the sides of the bag I have a Replay snack stack in the red color, which I thought looked so pretty as a pop of red with the outside of this bag. And then over on the other side over here I have my huge Go Silly. This is, I believe, a 22 ounce, but I will correct that down in the description if I am wrong. But this is a water cup for myself, and I just really liked how that looked with this bag. The other thing is that this will fit on the outside as well, so if you're the kind of person who wants to have your cup on the outside, you can certainly do that. However, it is just a little bit of a tight fit, so I prefer having mine on the inside. So as for this bag, if you have carried the 12Little on the go, this particular one is that same feeling as the gray stripe on the go backpack. So I do know that some of the colors in these bags are vegan leather all over. This one is not. This has definitely got more of that nylon neoprene feel to it. I'm gonna have to research what exactly this fabric is because I did not do my due diligence before I started this video. It's been a day. But all of the trim and everything is vegan leather. It is a nice vegan leather. It's not embossed, so that means it is a flat looking vegan leather. It doesn't have any like pebbling to it or anything like that, which personally I think looks really good on a bag like this. It's not trying to be a fake leather bag, if that makes sense. They're not trying to pass it off to make it look like a leather bag. And so in that case, I kind of do prefer a flat vegan leather. You do have a couple of cool things over here. You have a key leash right here for putting your keys, as well as a Velcro spot right here for putting a passy holder or something like that. So it's just a nice little loopy spot to put things that you might be grabbing for quickly. Lastly, in here, there is a really big, generous zipper pocket in the back, and I have two of these small pieces from the Planet-Wise Pouch Trios. This is Llama Party, that's the name of the print, and in here I've just got markers and crayons for my kids so that if we go to a restaurant, they can color. And then in this black 3-pouch trio piece, this is the small piece from the set I've been showing you. I just have some eating needs for my daughter. Roman pretty much he can just hold his own in a restaurant, but Abby still needs a little help. So for her, I have got a Replay spoon and fork, which you guys can watch as I awkwardly try to get this out of here. So here's our Replay spoon and fork. I have two Go Silly straws. These are new to the Sensible Mama. These really are just long straws, but these are reusable, which means that you can take them in and out of this tin after you clean them off. They're good for the environment. They're good if you're at a restaurant that is still using plastic or paper straws. You can just use these instead for your little ones. And then, gosh, it's been so long since I've done a packing video. I may not have even shared here before that we carry the Bumpkins line now. And this is a bib from a 3-bib set that you can buy at thesensiblemama.com. This one is in the Minnie Mouse print, and I just thought it was too precious. Abby is obsessed with Minnie Mouse, so it's never a fight getting her to wear this bib because she loves Minnie Mouse. So we do have these available as well. I will be restocking the other Mickey and Minnie Mouse stuff, but I'll link all of that down below for you. Here's the bag opened up nice and wide just to give you one last peek in there. I would say if you were gonna compare this in size to something, it's very comparable to a Be Prepared in terms of the internal space. It's definitely smaller because it's a little bit more streamlined than the Be Prepared, but this is a big tote. I would say, I wish I still had my Jujubee Ever Collection tote because that was a big tote too, and I'm thinking this is probably close in size to that one, if not even a little bit bigger. So overall, I just love the color, I love the design, I think it is a beautiful bag, and this does come in several different colors, which I will link all of those down below as well. Alright guys, that is it for today's packing video. I hope this was helpful to you. I know you guys have been waiting for my review of this bag for quite some time now, and I'm sorry about that. Of course, this bag is available at thesensiblemama.com, so if you want to shop, I will leave the link down below in the description box. And of all the other things that I showed in this bag today, whether it's from The Sensible Mama or can be found on Amazon or something like that, I will link all that stuff down below. Love ya, mean it, always, mwah! And I'll see you in the next one.